Hello, wonderful English learners. Welcome back to another episode here on Talk Flora. I'm Jack.
And I'm Emma. It is so good to see everyone again. Jack, you seem like you have a lot of energy today.
I do. Honestly, Emma, it's because of the weather. Have you seen outside? It is absolutely beautiful today.
I know. I opened my curtains this morning and the sun just poured into my room. It really wakes you up, doesn't it?
It changes everything. When the sky is blue and the sun is shining, I feel like I can do anything. But when it's gray, oh man.
I know exactly what you mean. When it's gray and cloudy, I just want to stay in bed with a book and a cup of tea.
Exactly. And that is actually perfect because today, right here on Talk Flora, we are talking all about the weather.
Yes, and I know what you might be thinking. The weather? Really? Is that boring? But trust us, it is the most important topic in English.
It really is. Think about it. When you meet someone for the first time, what do you talk about? You don't ask them for their credit card number.
No, please don't do that. You talk about the weather. It is the ultimate small talk topic. It breaks the ice.
Ooh, breaks the ice. That's a good phrase right at the start. It means it makes people feel comfortable and starts the conversation.
Exactly. So we are going to make sure you have all the vocabulary, the phrases, and the confidence to talk about the weather naturally. We want you to sound like a native speaker, not a robot.
No robots allowed here, just natural, friendly English. So, Emma, let's start with the basics. Right now, looking out the window, how would you describe today?
Well, it's definitely sunny. There isn't a cloud in the sky.
Not a cloud in the sky. I love that phrase. It sounds so poetic.
It does. It means it's perfectly clear. And the temperature is just right. It's not too hot, not too cold. I'd say it is mild?
Mild. That is a great word. Mild usually means comfortable, right? Like you don't need a heavy coat, but you don't need to wear shorts either.
Exactly. It's pleasant. But Jack, tell me the truth. Are you a summer person or a winter person?
Oh, that is a tough question. But I think I have to say summer. I love the heat. I love going to the beach. I love wearing sunglasses.
Really? You love the heat. See, I'm the opposite.
No way. You don't like summer?
I like summer, but I don't like it when it gets too hot, when it's boiling.
Boiling. That's a good one for our listeners. When water gets very hot, it boils. So when we say, I am boiling, it means we are extremely hot.
Yes, when I'm boiling, I get grumpy, I get sweaty, it's uncomfortable. I prefer autumn.
Autumn, or as our American friends say, fall.
Yes, fall. It's my favorite. I love the cool breeze, I love wearing big, cozy sweaters, and the leaves changing color, it's magical.
Okay, I admit, the fashion in autumn is better. Coats, scarves, boots, it's very stylish. But I just hate the cold. I hate shivering.
Shivering is when your body shakes because you are so cold, right? Brr.
Exactly. Brr, that's the sound we make. Brr, I'm freezing. See, I don't like that feeling. I want to feel the sun on my face.
I get that. But let's talk about rain for a minute, because depending on where our listeners live, rain might be very common.
That's true. In some countries, it rains almost every day. So simple words first, we have rain. We can say it is raining or it is rainy.
Simple, but English has so many fun words for rain. Like, what if it's just raining a little bit, just tiny drops?
Then we call it drizzling.
Drizzling. I like that word. It's just drizzling. You don't need an umbrella.
But what about the opposite? What if it is raining incredibly hard, like water is everywhere?
Then we say it is pouring. Pouring. Pouring.
Wow, look outside. It is absolutely pouring.
And Jack, do you know the idiom, the funny phrase about animals?
Oh, I think I do. It's raining cats and dogs.
Yes. Now, listeners, please remember cats and dogs are not falling from the sky. That would be terrifying.
That would be a horror movie. It just means it is raining very, very heavily. But honestly, Emma, do people actually use that phrase often?
That's a good point. It's a classic idiom, but young people might not say it as much. They might just say, it's pouring, or it's really coming down out there.
It's really coming down. That is supernatural. If you say that, you will sound very fluent.
What about storms? Do you like storms, Jack?
Ooh, you mean thunder and lightning?
Yes, the loud boom of the thunder and the bright flash of the lightning.
Honestly, I'm a little bit scared of them.
Really? A big, strong guy like you?
Hey, it's loud. I feel like a puppy hiding under the sofa. What about you? Do you like them?
I love them. I think they are so exciting, as long as I am safe inside my house. I love watching the lightning through the window. It's dramatic.
You are brave. I prefer calm weather, just a gentle breeze.
Let's talk about that word, breeze. A breeze is a light wind, right?
Yes, it's not a strong wind. A strong wind knocks over trash cans and ruins your hair. A breeze is nice. It cools you down on a hot day.
That sounds lovely. A cool breeze. So, Jack, we talked about sunny, rainy, stormy. What about snow?
Snow. I wish it snowed more often here. Snow is beautiful. It makes everything look like a fairy tale.
It does. When everything is white and quiet, we can say it is snowing or it is snowy.
And if it is snowing, it is definitely freezing.
Freezing means very, very cold, below 0 degrees.
Emma, have you ever built a snowman?
Of course, I think everyone has. You roll the snow into balls, you put a carrot for the nose.
And sticks for the arms? I used to do that when I was a kid. But the worst part about snow is when it melts.
Oh yes, when it turns into slush.
Slush. That is a great vocabulary word. Slush is dirty, wet, gray, melting snow. It gets in your shoes.
Ugh, wet socks are the worst feeling in the world.
Totally. So we have the vocabulary, but let's practice how to actually start a conversation. Imagine I'm a stranger at a bus stop.
Okay, I'm ready. I don't know you. We are standing at the bus stop waiting.
Phew, it is really hot today, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is absolutely scorching. I can't wait for the bus to come so I can get some air conditioning.
Me too. I think it's supposed to be even hotter tomorrow.
Really? Oh no, I hope not.
And cut. See? That was so easy.
It was. You just made a comment about what was happening right now. You said it is really hot, and then I agreed with you.
That is the secret to small talk. You make an observation and the other person agrees. It connects you.
And notice Jack used the word scorching. Or wait, I used scorching.
You did. Scorching means burning hot, very intense heat.
Let's try another one, maybe a negative one. Maybe the weather is bad.
Okay, I'm standing in the elevator with you. It's raining outside.
Okay, go ahead.
Man, look at that rain. It just won't stop, will it?
I know, it's been raining all week. I'm so tired of it.
Tell me about it. My umbrella actually broke this morning because of the wind.
Oh no, that's terrible luck. Hopefully it clears up by the weekend.
And stop. Perfect.
That was great. You used the phrase, tell me about it.
Yes, tell me about it doesn't mean I actually want you to tell me a story. It means I agree completely, or I know exactly how you feel.
It's an empathy phrase. It shows we're sharing the same feeling. And then I said, hopefully it clears up.
Clears up means the rain stops and the clouds go away. The sky becomes clear. That is a very common phrasal verb for weather.
We use phrasal verbs a lot with weather, don't we?
We do, like warm up.
It's freezing now, but it should warm up later.
Or cool down. I need a glass of water to cool down.
English is full of these little phrases. But Jack, I want to talk about feelings again, because weather really affects our mood.
It's true. There is actually a scientific name for it, but let's keep it simple. We call it the winter blues.
The winter blues. Blue is a color, but in English, if you feel blue, it means you feel sad.
Right. So in winter, when it is dark and cold and you don't see the sun for days, people get the winter blues. They feel low energy.
I definitely get that. I need sunlight to feel happy. That's why I take vitamin D in the winter.
Smart. And in the spring, how does spring make you feel?
Oh, spring is hope. It feels like a fresh start. The flowers are blooming, the trees are green again.
Blooming. That means the flowers are opening. Spring is lovely, but it also brings allergies.
Oh no, you mean hay fever?
Yes, sneezing, runny nose, itchy eyes.
Bless you.
Thank you. But yes, spring is beautiful, but for some people, the pollen is difficult.
That's true. So we have seasonal feelings, but what about planning? We always check the weather before we make plans, right?
Always. I have a weather app on my phone. I check it every single morning.
Me too. It helps me decide what to wear. Should I wear a t-shirt? Should I bring a jacket?
Exactly. Imagine if you didn't check. You wear shorts and a t-shirt, and then it starts snowing. You would look crazy.
You would be freezing. So we check the forecast.
The forecast. That is the prediction of what the weather will be.
But Jack, is the forecast always right?
No, never. Especially here. The weatherman says it will be sunny all day, so I go to the park, and 2 hours later, boom, thunderstorm.
It's so frustrating. We call that unpredictable.
Unpredictable. You cannot predict it. You cannot guess it.
When the weather is unpredictable, you have to be prepared for everything. You have to dress in layers.
Ooh, good tip. Layers. That means you wear a t-shirt, then a sweater over it, then a jacket over that.
Exactly. If you get hot, you take off the jacket. If you get cold, you put it back on.
Layers are the secret to surviving autumn and spring.
Definitely. Now, Jack, I have a question for you. Have you ever had to cancel plans because of the weather?
Oh, many times. Like we planned to have a barbecue outside, but then it rained.
That is so sad. A soggy barbecue is no fun.
No, so we had to take a rain check.
Ah, that is a fantastic idiom, to take a rain check. Listeners, pay attention to this one.
It comes from baseball, actually, but we use it in everyday life. If you invite me to dinner, but I can't go, I can say, "Can I take a rain check?"
It means I can't do it now, but I want to do it later. It's a polite way to reschedule.
Exactly. Sorry, I'm busy tonight. Rain check?
Perfect. And what about when you are feeling sick? We have a weather idiom for that, too.
Yes, under the weather.
I can't come to work today. I'm feeling a bit under the weather.
It sounds much nicer than saying I'm vomiting.
Jack, too much information.
Sorry, but it's true. It's a polite, soft way to say you aren't feeling 100%.
Yes, under the weather. Use that one, guys. It's very common.
There is another one I like. Come rain or shine.
Come rain or shine. That sounds determined.
It is. It means no matter what happens, I will do it. I will be at your wedding, come rain or shine.
Nothing will stop me, not the rain, not the sun. That is a really positive phrase.
It shows commitment.
You know, Jack, thinking about all these words, sunny, cloudy, breezy, freezing, English is actually very rich in description.
It is, and for our listeners, don't worry about learning all of them today.
No, definitely not. Start with the simple ones. It's nice out. It's cold.
And then, when you feel more confident, add the emotion. Instead of it's cold, say it's freezing.
Instead of it's hot, say it's boiling.
Adding that emotion makes your English sound so much more attractive and natural. People will want to listen to you.
That's the goal of Talk Flora, to help you speak in a way that connects with people.
Speaking of connecting, Emma, what is the craziest weather you have ever seen?
The craziest? Once I saw hail.
Hail. That is when balls of ice fall from the sky, right?
Yes, and they were big, like golf balls.
No way.
Yes, it was so loud hitting the roof. Bang, bang, bang. I was scared the window would break.
That is scary. Hail can be dangerous. It can dent cars.
It was over in 5 minutes, though, and then the sun came out again. It was so weird.
Weather is powerful. We can't control it. We just have to live with it.
That's a good life lesson, actually. You can't control the rain, but you can buy an umbrella.
Wow, Emma, that is deep. That is philosophical.
I try my best. But seriously, it's about attitude. Some people let the rain ruin their day.
Ugh, it's raining. My day is terrible.
And other people say, oh, it's raining? I'll wear my favorite boots and jump in the puddles.
Be the person who jumps in the puddles.
Exactly. Or at least be the person who stays inside and enjoys a hot coffee.
Hot coffee on a rainy day is the best. Or hot chocolate.
With marshmallows?
Obviously, is there any other way?
You are such a kid sometimes, Jack.
I know. But hey, keeping it fun helps us learn.
It really does. So let's do a quick recap for everyone listening. We talked about temperature words.
Hot, warm, cool, cold, freezing, boiling.
We talked about sky conditions.
Sunny, cloudy, overcast. Oh, we didn't explain overcast.
Good catch. Overcast is when the whole sky is gray. You can't see the sun at all. It's like a gray blanket covering the world.
Yes, it's a bit overcast today. Very common in the UK.
Very. And we talked about wet weather.
Raining, drizzling, pouring, snowing, hailing.
And we gave you some idioms.
Break the ice, under the weather, rain check, come rain or shine.
You guys are going to be weather experts.
Next time you see a neighbor or a coworker or even a stranger, try it out.
Just look up at the sky and say, beautiful day, isn't it?
Or, wow, can you believe this wind?
Keep it simple. Smile and see what happens.
You might make a new friend.
Or at least you will practice your English, and that is a win.
Absolutely. Practice makes progress.
I love that. Not practice makes perfect because nobody's perfect, but practice makes progress.
Exactly. Every time you speak, you get a little bit better, a little bit smoother.
And we're here to help you every step of the way on Talk Flora.
We sure are. We love making these episodes for you.
We really do. It's so much fun to just chat and know that we are helping people all over the world.
So, if you enjoyed this conversation about the weather, please let us know.
Yes, subscribe to the channel Talk Flora so you never miss an episode. We have so many more topics coming up.
We're going to talk about travel, food, hobbies, everything.
And hit that like button if you learned a new word today, maybe scorching or drizzling.
And in the comments, tell us what is the weather like where you are right now.
Oh, I'd love to know. Is it snowing in Canada? Is it sunny in Brazil? Is it raining in London?
Tell us in the comments. We read them all.
We really do. Thank you so much for listening today, everyone.
Stay warm or stay cool, depending on the weather.
Yes, take care of yourselves. Keep practicing, keep smiling.
And we will see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Have a sunny day.